When people speak of the heart, what do they mean?
The heart is, the famous adage, follow your heart. Follow your heart. But in fact, the Christians, because of a phrase in Isaiah, that the heart is wicked in all its ways and should not be followed, of course, if you say them follow your heart, they'll do the opposite. But they don't mean the same thing. The heart is usually spoken of as the opposite of the mind. So when they say follow your heart, they're meaning instead of just doing everything that your internal dialogue dictates, listen to something deeper. Listen to a deeper feeling and move with that. The heart, as I have discovered it, which is not the full discovery, it's just mine. If you sit and meditate and become very, very, very still, such that your breath virtually stops, then you'll find that you arrive here, and that there's a principle. When you get back behind your breath, you'll find that there's a life principle that makes you breathe. That is the difference between alive and dead. And that the heart is where it lived. It lives in there. It can move into other places, but it lives basically in the heart. And the heart is the purest part of me. In the heart, there is no fear, no greed, no lust, no anger, no vice. Also in the heart, there is no emotion whatsoever. No emotions. The heart is the place where I feel life, gratitude, joy unbounded, ecstasy, peace. The heart is where that is felt. In the beginning, the heart is a place, and I can sit and meditate and I can feel it. I can breathe in and out from my heart, and when I do that, it seems like I'm breathing in and out love. But after a while, the heart becomes a dimension that I enter through this portal. And then I'm in the world of the heartlands. And that's heaven. That's heaven on earth. So the heart is both here and can be everywhere. There's no question that everybody has a heart. In the heart are the seeds of the virtues. Everybody who reaches their heart and sits there and let its influence be felt, will feel kindness, will become kind. Everybody. Everybody who spends time in their heart will become more generous. Everybody who spends time in their heart will become more peaceful. Everyone who spends time in their heart will become more loving. Everyone who spends time in their heart will become more happy. Equally, the more, and oppositely, the more time you spend in your mind, the further away you go from the heart. And it just becomes a concept used by a certain type of people. And all that one knows is the internal dialogue and the part that one's playing in the drama of life. The universe takes place within the heart. You could say all there is actually is heart. All there is actually is love. And all the phenomena that exist, they don't really actually exist. They are dream characters, dream features, dream objects. But loving awareness, unmoving loving awareness, the ultimate domain of the heart, doesn't move, doesn't change, is real. And I am that. We have to walk that rainbow bridge out of the egocentric identity into the realm of the heart. and stay there. To start with, it's like encountering a mighty river. And we just take a cupful of the water and taste, oh, that's okay. And then maybe we put our foot in. And then maybe we take a bathe. And then one day we swim out and let go. And it carries us into the ocean. The heart is where we came from. The heart is where we're returning to. There's no pain, there's no suffering. So being in the heart is living a life of no suffering. Suffering comes from emotions, suffering comes from thoughts. When the mind is quiet, then we can make that journey into the heart and just feel this moment. Feel the presence of this moment. There's never been a moment that wasn't filled with divine presence. The heart knows what is divine. The heart knows what is life. The heart knows what is truth. The heart doesn't need to think. The heart has no memory. The heart entertains no concepts. The heart has no understanding. The heart is knowledge. The heart is awareness. The heart is consciousness. The heart is bliss. The heart is undying. The heart is forever. And we are of the heart. And that's where all the calling comes from. Come back, return to the heart. If someone knows themselves, they will know themselves to be